So I'm Penni du Plessis, and I just love to inspire people. That's my calling in life. I want to show them new ways of looking at themselves, at the world, and just ways to make their lives easier. So welcome everybody. Thanks for joining me on the Magic of Color training. So Divine Space I created many years ago, and when I was looking for a name for my business, I thought I would really like people to step into this space knowing that it's divine, and that whatever they're getting from this space would create the same divineness in their own space. I'm going to inspire you and teach you so much about color, and you're all wearing such beautiful colors. So hopefully by the end of today you'll find out why you've chosen the colors that you're wearing and what that's saying about you. So I run various different courses. The first one is the Magic of Color, which we're going to be touching on today. But I also teach something called Antonia Technique, which is a massage treatment that incorporates colored oils and sound and symbols. And then I do a whole lot of different work with Access Consciousness. So I teach something called the Access Bars, which helps to reboot and almost defrag the brain just by holding the head in different positions. Very exciting stuff. So the first thing we start with usually in this workshop is we do a beautiful meditation where we just go into different levels of color and feel that in our body, so you get the feeling aspect of color. So I found color therapy many years ago. I think it was 1993. And when I read the book on it, I just knew with every part of my being I had to do this. And the way it works is, color therapy, you will choose a range of bottles, and each bottle represents a different part of your life. And we are attracted to color for a reason. It's either we're choosing the color because we're showing who we are and it's our personality, or you're getting insight into what's blocking you and what's sticking you and what's not working in your life. And when you discover that and you use that particular oil on the body, it somehow just changes. So I believe that color therapy actually works with dealing with our emotional blockages. And when you can deal with the emotional ones, the physical falls away. There are various different ways of doing color readings. The first way is just to choose one magnificent bottle. So if you looked at that range and you would only be attracted to one, find one that speaks to you. I always use very pure products. So it's a base oil of either a macadamia or a sweet almond oil. And then I have a combination of anywhere from 7 to 25 different essential oils and flower essences and things that go into it. And I always make sure that I'm very clear when I'm making it. I'm in a good frame of mind, because I know that when we do any energy work, whatever you're at, whatever space you're at, will be translated into your product. Imagine that there's a beam of light about 2 feet above the top of your head, a beautiful star. That's your soul star. So I'd like you to just connect with that and then invite your higher self to support you in the choices that you're making. So I make sure that what I'm also focusing on when I'm making that particular color is whatever the color is going to be supporting you with. And when you're ready, open your eyes and have a look at which 3 bottles attract you. So if you're working with red is all about getting anything that's blocked in your life unblocked. It's inviting passion into your life. It's energizing you. It's grounding you. So I hold that energy and make sure that that's what the product holds, because I've focused all of that energy into the product. So when you had your eyes closed and while I was talking to you, I was also speaking telepathically to you to let you know what I wanted those 3 to represent. The first one was your biggest issue, the second one was your pathway, and the third one would be your potential, so what you could step forward into or invite forward in your future. So the blue is about throat chakra. When you are a non-confrontist and you want to be kind to everybody and keep the peace, and maybe you're in a volatile situation at work or at home, and you swallow back because you think, oh, I can't deal with the drama that might ensue if I say anything. That's an emotional thing. So as you emotionally go, I can't deal with this, I'd rather suppress it, you then find that it repercusses on the physical. So you start getting sore throats, stiff necks, it affects your jaw, your thyroid, your glands. So you find that if you're a non-confrontist, the blue is the color you need to use. So then just be aware, when you get a stiff neck or a sore throat in the morning, think about who it was yesterday. And when you use it and you're willing to become more aware and more spiritually attuned to where you're creating blockages, using the color will start, first of all, helping and easing the emotional stuff. So now I'm going to take you through the deepest process of all, which is where we're choosing 9 bottles. So there, if you could just close your eyes again. So color is an energetic form of healing in that once you've identified what you would like support with, you can wear the color, you can visualize the color, you can eat the color. So when I run the 3-day Magic of Color course, what we go through is we learn how to use color in visualization, in meditations.
I hope you've got a small one somewhere.
Each aspect of every color, how the sprays work, because the sprays are different to the oils. The sprays are sprayed around the body or around the room, and they instantly release any negativity. So the sprays are like a quick fix, but they don't work on the emotional and the spiritual level. The oils, however, the light matrix oils and the oils of illumination, which are the angelic oils, they work slightly differently because the oils of illumination are inviting an angelic presence into your space. But the light matrix oils, that you put on your body and it works from the inside out. So that's the one that starts dealing with the emotional stuff and then repercussing on the physical. So let's look first at your base chakra. You didn't choose any reds, so it'll be interesting to see what's happening there. So some people keep away from the courses because they think they have to have a calling, or they think they have to be spiritual and they're not, they're beginners. Please don't stay away for that, because this would be your first step to understanding and growing and getting a deeper insight.
The throat chakra, the blue. Oops. Okay, so the blue is a story for you, huh? And we've spoken quite a lot about the blue.
So if you are not a healer and you just can't want to attend the course because you are interested, you will learn so much about color that you can use in your life in any way. You can learn how to dress your child for school. If they're getting a lot of aggression and a lot of drama and friends hating them and whatever, don't put them in a red t-shirt, because that's like a red rag to a bull.
Okay, so the coral and the blue are the colors that would really support you right now.
The things that stood out for me the most in this morning's session was just how accurate, perceptive and insightful the color readings are.
I think this experience of this color therapy course was really inspiring. A lot of what Penni said in terms of what came out from there was almost like a confirmation for me.
Well, color is a very important part of life, and I think it connects with your chakras. And I think the older you get and the more you realize color play a big part of it, and this was an obvious choice. I've done training with Penni, and this has actually improved what the training and the healing that you do with people, because you can bring color into it.
It's almost like a non-intrusive kind of way, because sitting in a psychologist and they're asking you questions and then you got to kind of think, and sometimes we don't answer as honestly. The colors don't lie.
And how they bring out things that perhaps you're not even consciously aware of, but certainly are sitting there in the subconscious at some level, and how by encouraging them to come to the surface, you can address them.
And the importance of knowing what colors mean, I think, is paramount to being able to help the clients that you've got.
And I'd love to welcome you into my divine space. Come and play.